spent my life hastily walking between the financial districts without a single glance. Don't these people understand how important I am?
It helps if you can run fast, though. Safer.
Hey, this is RockMan.
And Ratmus.
Ratmus, everybody. Speak up.
Holy shit. I'm Amy.
Mimi was expecting us 40 minutes ago. She said, okay, laugh my ass off. I'll check emails or something for a few minutes. Now she's gone. We can't start without her. Oh, God.
First, I can tell my back.
So we are the Song of Luxray Meister. Of all people. Gorilla Grodd, or who the hell is this?
Ultra Humanite's wife. Samba. Fat bitch kind of chick.
What the hell is that? I don't know.
It's classified.
Alright, so Mimi needs to be here for us to do the Young Justice. So is she here or not? Should we wait? Should we start it? Should we do a different one until she gets here?
Do a different one.
Do a little dance. Okay, well, so if you're watching this, yes, as I said, this is Lego DC Supervillains. This is Song's account. She already 100% of the main game. We're going to be doing the DLC that I got her. The DLC consists of 6 levels. I believe they're pretty short, but I don't know how short. Of course, you have to do each one normally and then on free play, and you probably can't skip any of the damn cutscenes, but I think still they're considered to be pretty short.
Okay.
I think everyone has basically the same achievements. Complete the thing, get all mini kits, get true villain, and then each one has 2 like random achievements that, you know, usually involve doing something stupid or, you know, having Aquaman slap other Aquaman and shit like that.
Aquaman slip with a fish.
They're gonna say have Aquaman slipper the tongue. Alright, so let's start out with the Shazam movie then.
Whoa. But the Kazam movie.
Okay, and for some reason, there is one from Young Justice, which is why we need Ramimi, because she's the only one who's seen that damn show. Then there's one that says from Batman the Animated Series, but apparently it's from Mask of the Phantasm, which was that movie for that.
Movie.
Then for some reason, the Shazam movie has 2 parts, and the Aquaman movie has 2 parts, because, you know, those movies were so damn good. Alright, so... Sylvana Escape, I believe, and Sylvana Showdown, those are the 2 Shazam ones.
Tioga Palace or whatever.
So I think it said you have to get 5 mini kits, but you could probably, you know, like I said, there's probably some you can do on normal mode, but
Save them all for later.
yeah, and then there's also, I guess, something you have to spray paint in every level.
Now that I'm a pro at the whole
Hopefully
Cape
the thing
Crusader
should tell
thing,
you.
let me tell you how my origin story went down. So usually I'm Billy Batson, but shh,
Oh, Billy.
secret identity. I've been bouncing around foster homes for, like, forever.
Okay, yeah, so
That's
these
'cause I lost my
levels
mom
have
when I was
5
five.
mini kits and then one
And
thing that you
that's
have to
how I wound
graffiti,
up with these
which is
guys.
listed here.
It took a bit of getting used to, but turned out they were all pretty awesome. Then things got real strange. I was
Also
totally
should have
minding my
made
own
sure that all
business,
the correct,
not getting into trouble at all.
like ×2
when
studs
I ended
is
up in
on,
this spooky place
which I think
with
it is.
this,
Mini kit
wizard.
detector might be
Not sure
off, but
why
like if
he
you have like
chose me.
×87 studs, then you'll get the
Magic
true
word
villain
later.
immediately.
Shazam! Wow!
Well, that's a great name for my
Look
character.
at me! I mean, look!
The 2
at
random
me.
achievements I
Now
don't
I
think
can
you
get
can
this
do
buff
unless
on
it's
with
free
your
play, so I won't worry
Freddy
about that.
knew all about this superhero stuff, so he helped me figure out my new powers. Gosh. Electricity, bullet immunity,
Is this
super strike.
even actually the actual, correct
I
voice
was
actor?
like electric Superman, dude.
Oh shit,
I wasn't sure if I could
Ramimi's
fly.
here. Well, we started the Shazam one because we weren't sure when you were going to get
Dragged me
here.
up to the sky. Then he dropped me. I mean, seriously, what's up with that?
How are you doing today, Ramimi?
You're the bad guys, right? Man, I hope you're the bad guys.
I do have to mash the X button, but before I could say that, I see I gotta mash the X button. Also, I'm gonna call him Captain Marvel because that's his fucking name.
Whoa, you're going to be sued, Ratmus.
I tried hiding as plain old Billy Batson, but Freddy and me would still need to sneak past Savannah if we wanted to escape.
I'm the Freddy.
I'll sue ya. Hey, Song.
Hi, Lux, how you doing? I beat the first gym in Scarlet. So maybe
Throw a baseball at something?
that's like what? Okay, maybe I can pick one of these up. X. Switch. Okay. Okay.
What about a gym?
Oh, you can do it. The bug one. And because I have the fire starter, it's simple as shit. It's pretty good for a kid with a cane. Now we can totally lift this together, right? Apparently he can't jump. Yeah, like he can move fine, but he can't jump because he's apparently Captain Toad. Or maybe I can. Okay, yeah, that opened up both these doors.
Yeah, it basically says just continue on sneaking around and throwing baseballs and shit. Alright, so, here's another thing that I'll mention is for like the past few months of the last year, I've been having problems dropping frames in streams, and I didn't think it was my internet. So for some reason, I just never did a speed test. I finally did a speed test after the last stream, and my upload was half of what it was supposed to be. I reset the router, and the upload was back to the way it's supposed to be. So is that going to fix the frame droppings during the stream? I guess we'll find out.
Hold it,
Need to throw a baseball at something above his head.
Okay, so I just have the baseballs.
Yeah. And punch him in the face.
Thanks, Penguin.
You're hitting the penguin.
Penguin's hitting me. Oh my god.
From the doorway.
Does the gyms have progressive difficulty depending on which one you do first?
Never, Ramimi.
This is my first time
Savannah
playing.
didn't appreciate our methods of trying to get past it.
What's
We'd have
that
to
Wonder
be a
Woman
little more
shit?
careful going forward.
Ratmus has never played this. Song basically 100% of the main game. This is her account. I played it a little bit with Song, but not very much. I've never played the DLC, obviously. Your characters are now separate but equal. Oh god. I can use batarangs.
Whoa. Oh, baby.
Use Batman, everybody. This is just like the movie, except not at all.
With Freddy in danger,
Were you trying to
I had no
hit the
choice
target
but
and
to
hit his
say the
head
magic
instead?
word and take Savannah down.
Well, this is a reference.
To Big Ray. You know he's a kid as an adult. What's up, bitch?
Kill Santa.
What's up, you ho ho ho?
Smash the metal cover and use Shazam's electric powers. He has electric powers now?
Oh, this is one of those things the hero me can do.
Frickin' Death Adam now, bitch. Over here.
It says take Freddy into a dark room and smash a bunch of presents.
Savannah sure wasn't giving up easily. Freddy knew there had to be something nearby he could use to help me out.
How did he know that?
Because it took him 20 minutes to find it.
I hope this doesn't take 20 minutes. Well, he's got a flashlight too. This kid's amazing. Who is this kid again? I don't remember the movie. Is any of this in the movie? No. Let's just say.
Then, fighting that in the wall. So there's a key.
Behind you.
Okay.
Superman with a jetpack? It's a Christmas movie, so I should have watched it for Christmas. Oh yeah, that's right, because it starts out with the song Do You Hear What I Hear, which DK hates with a passion, and that's why he refuses to ever watch the movie
Not
Shazam.
gonna lie, Savannah was pretty intense with the
Guess
scary
what? That's the
magic.
end of part 1
I
of
made a
Shazam
calculated
DLC.
retreat, so I could
Is
face
that
him later.
amazing?
Oh, yeah.
How long did
No,
that
this
take?
monster still
Like
had Freddy, I
less than
swear.
10 minutes?
They're so creepy. Being a
Promised
superhero
ice
is
cream.
tough. I'm glad I could go back to being a kid anytime. It sure has its perks.
Eat all the ice cream you want and never get fat. You just have to deal with it later in life. The Chief Daddies!
Oh, Billy.
Billy Batson, I choose you. Shit, we didn't get any mini kits. No!
Is this a deduction board?
It's characters that you unlock, I guess.
Weirdos from the movie, I guess.
Weirdos. Alright, so now we gotta do that in free play mode. How do we do that? Good question. Let me see here. So the time studs are on. So
Now, HBO Max is supposed to combine with
I'll turn on the
Discovery.
mini kit detector.
So like, I wonder when that's supposed to happen, because like I have Discovery Plus, and then
Sometime during 2023, probably.
10 months from now, it could be tomorrow, I don't know.
So, how do we do this in free play mode?
It's very grim and
I guess does it just start with free play mode then? No. 'Cause,
I guess. Those are like the sins.
you're supposed to complete the level as Pride and Gluttony. Transform into Shazam movie.
Can you give me directions to amusement mile?
Cast the thousands.
What's up? Shazam here. Brand new superhero at your service. Now that I'm a pro,
Gotta make sure you really want to skip. It's definitely transformed. So when you get control again, change your characters to Pride and Gluttony.
Okay.
I didn't help you the bad guys.
I think maybe hold down Y to change. Well, probably can't do it now.
Scripted motherfuckers.
I tried hiding as plain old Billy Batson, but Freddy and me would still need to sneak past Savannah if we wanted to escape.
Yeah, it says
Press and hold Y.
Let me,
If your character starts to transform, keep holding.
okay.
Shazam!
Or press Y a second time.
Shazam!
Okay.
Ultra rare. Okay, so now all we need to do is get the mini kits. So you should have mini kit detector on, but I'll tell you, there are 4 stacks of magic 8 balls in the toy store to smash. The first is in the beginning area.
I got that one over here.
Okay, the second is on a shelf to the left. The third and fourth are in the last area on the left of the floor piano, and the others in the near the Superman costume. Graffiti tag just past the red arch. Throw those baseballs.
Need to get that right. Really need to get closer.
Just throw batarangs 24/7.
Those, arrows.
I don't know if there's an arrow for the graffiti tag, but it says it's by the Wonder Woman t-shirts.
What t-shirt contest?
mean, at least I don't think.
Yeah.
This level was so great, they literally had to make another one to continue the movie.
Savannah didn't appreciate our methods of trying to get past him. We'd have to be a little more careful going forward.
Is he strutting like that?
He's sneaking so he doesn't get seen.
So is it that Wonder Woman face there you have to do something with? So this is why I can't play this game. Joker. I know he's somebody who can do this.
Boy.
Should be ultra human, right? Clearly.
It's the music meister.
Nightwing, the crime-solving ring. Song is Living the Dream. I wish my computer would tell me that constantly. Eclipso, whoa.
Eclipso.
Is this alphabetical?
Because, yeah, I'm like, what the, where the fuck is he?
Look for J. Become a mister. Joker. Is this Mark Hamill or Cesar Romero? So this is why I can't play this game, because you need to take selfies in order to get the achievements. It's against my moral code. This is where Song rolls her eyes. Okay, so mini kit number 1, you're still looking for those 8 balls to smash. That was the graffiti. Mini kit number 2, it says, in the last area is a yellow robot that has fallen over. Enter the fuse box on its side and solve the maze. That was Ratmus, not me. My hands are morally clean.
Oh shit.
For now. Let's say something about magic. Yeah, there's magic 8 balls. Right. I need to be somebody, I guess, like Livewire.
Looks like Livewire's back on the air.
Not to be confused with LimeWire.
Puzzle pieces.
Well, what a jammin' beat. It's just like a table maze on Survivor, right?
Yes.
Just like on Survivor, if you fail, Jeff Probst will electrocute your balls. I mean, what? I don't know, is it?
I didn't realize you can do that too.
Oh, I've never played this before. Jumping in morph ball form. Where's Doom?
I started. was the. Okay.
The maze was all in your mind. Give me that mini kit. I mean ducats.
I bet I'll get a lot of ratings if I do a show with this on it.
Okay, so the last 3 canisters are in the main atrium. It refers to them as mini kit canisters, which you cannot get normally because the shutters are Sylvana blocking the way. Once you get the shutter open, you can shoot at a mirror portal in the distance in the atrium, and the other end is near the Superman costume. Once both are active, head through.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
I saw the thing of that, so.
So what it's saying is you need to get to that area, and to do so you need a mirror portal.
Yeah.
Savannah sure wasn't giving up easily. Freddy knew there had to be something nearby he could use to help me out.
Like a mirror portal?
Yes. So Freddy called his best friend the Mirror Master.
So,
Do I need to like put the rest of his shit first? Or?
I think you need to shoot both mirrors. Do that. So once you get out there, there's one from an explosive at the silver bars, melting ice, and then earth access on a dirt pit. So whatever those characters require you, whatever characters have those nonsensical abilities.
Barrier in every way.
So who would have bombs?
I don't know, sometimes when you go up to it, doesn't it say like, "Rrr," and it tells you? So that mean Joker?
Yeah.
You just break that shit. Apparently Joker's stronger than Superman
So
or
he had
whatever.
a bomb.
It looked like he just punched it.
Thank you.
So there's something with ice.
Accept this on behalf of Batman villains everywhere. Yo!
What the hell was that showing? Mothman?
Apparently Lux.
Ooh.
Exactly.
What's the point? That Joker is stronger than Superman?
Alright.
Okay, so the other one said on the left something about Earth access in a dirt pile. I wonder who that's going to be.
Poison Ivy. Apparently this person as well.
Alright, now I guess you need to finish the level. The point of the Shazam movie is that Henry Cavill is going to guest star as a great Superman, crossover. Oh shit, the DC universe is canceled. He doesn't know what a flashlight is. Apparently he can become big or small. Who the hell does he think he is, Ray Palmer? Santa. For a second I thought you turned into Santa Claus.
Hitting Y. Okay, there we go.
Apparently Lux is in this game. Who knew? Pull a flashlight out of your ass. It's like a camera.
Damn it, Santa Claus, calm down.
Damn it, Superman, calm down.
Thank you.
Not gonna lie, Savannah was pretty intense with the scary magic.
Was he though?
The Chief Daddies! So what do you know, people have done this. Strict.
So you completed it with all mini kits unlocked and True Villain. You did the Pride and Gluttony in the Shazam movie, so we should be done with that.
Yay.
Now time for Shazam Part 2, The Revenge. It's actually called Sylvanas Showdown. So doing that entire DLC took 30 minutes.
Here there's some interesting floral arrangements there are for this time.
Hit start. View map.
I can't.
Hit right button. Alright, now select, is it Sylvanas Showdown? Philadelphia.
You can get a chill steak.
Get a chill sandwich.
Welcome back, kiddos! You ready to ride the rest of my awesome story?
No.
Right.
Ready to get more Chief Daddies?
Before I even got a chance to track down Savannah, he brought Freddy back to the foster home. Only I wasn't grown-up, superhero, muscled-up me. But he seriously underestimated us kids. Ha! Batarang in your face! No more leverage for you, Mr. Creepy Power-Stealing Dude. Tactical retreat.
Another point to this movie is that children can use batarangs, you know, with high precision.
Well, that didn't last. Guess you can't hide someone as handsome as me for long.
I mean, Batman already knew that, you know, with how many Robins he, you know, trained.
And send everyone else running.
Each one kept getting
Savannah
younger.
had us all cornered.
They're all dead.
Plans A, B, C, D, E, F, and G were out. So I had to give away my powers to save the others. Unless... Whoosh! Shazam! The old man didn't expect that one. That's right! Dr. Stink Eye had to go up against all 6 of us.
What is the boss fight, right?
A training montage? Speaking of, the best thing I heard about somebody countering Shazam, or, well, you said Shazam can counter Superman, but I heard that John Constantine, you know, mimicked Billy Batson's voice and, you know, said Shazam, so he became the Shazam, because that's how awesome Constantine is, right? Alright, it's a simple pattern of avoiding his attacks and striking when he's stunned. Once he's knocked out, the real mission will begin.
Okay.
Yeah, DK saw Black Adam and he never even saw Shazam. I haven't seen Black Adam yet, so maybe I should rewatch Shazam and then watch Black Adam.
Yes.
Eventually I will. And I mentioned that I watched Top Gun Maverick and it was awesome.
Yeah, I did too. John Constantine's like that guy Bob because he doesn't, care for a call sign.
Sure.
His dad's Bill Pullman from Spaceball. Like,
Suddenly,
my girlfriend's like, that actor looks
fighting.
familiar. And I looked him up.
Trying to
and
make his
he's one
escape,
of Bill
but I wasn't
Pullman's
about
kids.
to let that happen. Gluttony and pride hadn't wasted any time introducing themselves to the locals. Someone needed to put a stop to him.
And Ratmus and I and Song totally still have to watch Clerks 3, but I haven't bought it on Blu-ray yet. I think it's out of stock for some reason. Okay, so It says, for gluttony, head to the left. Shoot a lightning bolt to the bullseye to open the hot dog stand. Continue on through various dark areas and other bullshit that you have to do.
You hang those balloons. Is important.
Darla's new powers were just what we needed to brighten things up.
Why can't we just use a flashlight? Now you need a short round. Which apparently she can do.
What do I want to do? Need help learning how to read? Well, gee whiz.
Need help learning how to read? Just ask Ryan Reynolds. I'm sure he'll teach the kids. He's in this movie, right? Oh, the Rage Laundry's done already? Yeah, I know he's not, but, you know, could have been. I read this news story that said that, like,
It worked! Gluttony fell for the trap!
Pedro Pascal said to Nicolas Cage, hey, you want to, guest star in The Mandalorian? And he said, fuck that, I hate Star Wars, I'm a Trekkie for life, yo. And I'm like, just because you like Star Trek doesn't mean you can't be in Star Wars.
Yeah, or that you have to like one or the other.
But I mean, Star Trek is objectively better. Let's be honest. I just pissed off, millions of people. Alright, did you fuck him up with a hot dog van or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so it says for the next guy, go to the top of the North Pole fishing hole and charge up the generator. This will bust up the Santa shack. Assemble the pieces into another generator, charge that up. Then use Pedro Pascal, etc., to trap Pride. Song, you knew that about me when, we started our relationship, so it's fine. Excuse me while I do the Rage Laundry.
So, Lux, did you say, like, if you do gyms in, Violet and Scarlet in different order, like, are they progressively harder then, based on the order, or? I'm going way too fast.
Just at that moment, Pedro arrived to help. He figured his new super strength might come in handy.
Photo booth.
Talk about being careful what you wish for. You can look at yourself all you want now, Pride.
And you're naked. My favorite hot dog stand.
Man.
Just when things seemed to be going our way, we ran into Rat. Oh, I don't need to tell you, that's some real bad news.
It's like the Red Hulk.
Now Wrath will attack. It's pretty much just avoiding and punching. Once he's down, you'll face Sylvana. Wait for him to stun himself, then punch him. Pretty simple, the end.
I also got a Shroomish that knows Spore already, which is nice. Like it's funny. I like several games ago, you know, I named a bunch of my Pokemon after people from Twitch. So like I named, you know, my Shroomish after Amanda. Like, you know, this one's a female. So named that again because they usually use that as a catching one because it can learn False Swipe and knows, you know, Spore, which is a great sleep mood.
Oh, it wasn't pretty, but with Wrath out of the way, it was time to take down Savannah once and for all.
Oh no. So how is everyone in chat doing? Yeah, like those burgers weren't bad, but I think the almost steak ones are a little more tasty. The next ones I have for dinner, you know, I'll probably use like a garlic and holy on them or something.
Whoa! That must have hurt.
Was that a selfie?
That was good for the back, old man. I got the eye with the monsters inside. All of Savannah's powers were gone. There's no messing with us now. The Shazam fam is pretty awesome.
Things we do for achievements.
She must have said, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy."
Shazam!
That bullshit.
It's classified that we unlock these people. Now do it again. Is that a giant disco ball of the Death Star?
Yes.
Why did it turn you into Wonder Woman with pants? That's offensive. Yes. Right button.
So we do which one?
Savannah Showdown again. Philadelphia. Should be Superman.
Scroll down, Superman.
Welcome back, kiddos. You ready to ride the rest of my awesome
Ready
story?
to ride the snake?
Actually, try Shazam Wizard. It says you need to fight this guy with Shazam Wizard. You fight this guy several times during this level, so let's see if this counts. Smack him or
And he's just got to tire himself out. All you had to do.
that's good enough for that. Now the other random achievement is ride a pig as Superman. So there's a pig right there next to Superman. Can you ride it, or do you have to beat the guy first?
Right. Test out this crazy new power.
Hey Turbulent, how's it going?
How are you doing? Why did it change later, Beth?
Suddenly, Savannah didn't feel much like fighting anymore. He tried to make his escape, but I wasn't about to let that happen. Gluttony and pride hadn't wasted any time introducing themselves to the locals. Someone needed to put a stop to him.
Need to introduce themselves with anime cutscenes.
The fight for truth and justice continues.
I mean, it's as good as any other Lego game. That's hilarious. Alright, time to get the mini kits or whatever. Alright, destroy 5 sets of balloons.
Okay, here's a set of balloons.
Versus that one. The second and third are near the hot dog stand. The fourth is in the back by the fishing hole. The last is in the back area that requires the player to pass through a vent. To the right of the main tent is a strength test game.
Yeah, it's a alright Lego game.
Darla's new powers were just what we needed to brighten things up a little.
You're doing that stuff too fast.
He wants me to be this person.
Can he do graffiti?
Leave this to me. Seems like I'll need to trick one of those brothers into using this for me. Oh, boy, I sure hope I didn't say that out loud.
That's Mark Hamill, isn't it? Is there a balloon in this area?
Yeah, I got it. So what have you been playing lately, Samus?
Go back into the truck.
I think I got that one already.
Okay, that's that the one you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to go to the right of the main tent to the strength test game.
Okay. Okay, looks a little bit like Slimer.
Just a little bit.
It
It's just a
worked!
little bit like
Gluttony
Belushi.
fell for the trap!
Yes.
That's what you get for being greedy. You know, I've done my share of hero stuff today, so I've totally earned this.
There.
Need a hammer.
Apparently, Superman can't do a strength test, but Harley Quinn can.
Oh, gee, I got so much I want to do today. I don't know where to start.
See that street down there?
Yeah.
You need detective mode. Who's a detective?
Batman.
Well, I mean, there are heroes in this game. It's,
Can't be.
but it's just like, I guess it's more focused on the villains.
detective is my
Really got
question.
the hang of staying out of trouble.
Batman taught him.
Apparently not very well. The firestorm is like 2 people.
I'm Batman.
He said the thing.
Also Kevin Conroy.
He's dead. Are those things doors for the drone, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, pull down the orange plug, it says. Just grapple that or something?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Mimi says that it's Red Hood is her favorite asshole.
Whoa.
I don't think that's a grappling hook. I don't know how to use it. That's not it. What's that? This is a batarang. Song, do you have any idea how to do this?
Yeah, like all he's got is the drone and this.
Maybe we just need another character with a grappling hook?
I still think the drone might be able to do something. Okay.
Fucking dumbass mode. I needed a help, dumbass.
Yeah, okay, so like that's the mode, and
then what?
then I think you try to grapple it.
With what? How? We just need to watch this.
Ha ha ha!
That didn't help.
Same thing again.
Doesn't work.
First the ocean, and then the
You played this game, Song. You must know how to. I mean, didn't they have you do this in the main game? Tap B.
Tap B.
I don't know, maybe Batman just can't do it. Who the fuck is this?
Okay, here we go. It's like you need to be standing in the right place. It was way harder than it needed to be.
Who would leave this here, and why?
Okay,
Under
so
the fishing hole. Well, I'm sure the regular game teaches you how to do that. We didn't play the regular game.
that's for the drone.
Someone had to tell this creep there's no pride in picking on someone weaker than you.
Alright, I just need to finish the level. Maybe we'll be doing Young Justice next.
You'll love it. It's taking a shit. The gun, we know the gun.
You love the movie Gremlins? Ratmus has a pizza pan that's just like the Gremlins.
That's what that we're getting wet. And then don't make pizza after midnight.
Don't put it out in the sun.
That'd be holidays, that's bullshit.
Just at that moment, Pedro arrived to help. He figured his new super strength might come in handy.
And I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
And I'm like, fuck Pedro Pascal, I'm a Trekkie.
Don't let me down.
For a second I thought you were building a toilet.
Talk about being careful what you wish for. You can look at yourself all you want now, Pride. Just when things seemed to be going our way, we ran into Wrath. Oh,
Pissed.
I don't need to tell you, that's some real bad news.
Jason Tom to beat up Wrath.
Just like Mimi always wanted.
You big bastard.
Who voices who? Red Hood?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find out.
Turn age.
Oh, it wasn't pretty, but with Wrath out of the way, it was time to take down Savannah, once and for all.
More bad.
According to IMDb, Cameron Bowen.
Okay, they never killed bitch.
Wow! That must have hurt. Maybe that was good for the back, old man.
Says he also voiced Red Hood and Jason Todd in Injustice 2.
So that's why.
And he was Robin and Tim Drake in Young Justice. Okay, so do we get all the achievements in that one?
Gotcha.
Alright, see, I don't know anything about Young Justice. So that's why we need Ramimi.
Okay, which is it?
The Summit? It says this is a retelling of the battle in Season 2, Episode 19 of Young Justice, known as Summit.
What's up? Lobo here.
Sheriff
Grab
Lobo.
myself
The main
a
man
snack.
himself.
Oh,
Nom nom nom.
ah.
That's totally what he said right
Now
there.
let's dig into this Young Justice hero stuff. Superman and friends got himself stuck on the other side of the galaxy, leaving the youngins to fill their boots on Earth.
Damn kids these days.
The baby heroes had plenty to deal with. Some alien dudes were trying to invade Earth.
Superman's a
And not the
boomer and he's like,
honest
fucking
dudes
millennials.
like your main man Lobo, but the double-crossing and cheating kind. Earth's worst villains decided to secretly partner up.
Earth's
to
worst
invade.
villains. Yeah, look at him. Black Manta,
Some of
Ultra
those
Humanite.
fighters were undercover.
Oh
That
shit.
bitch.
It wasn't
That bitch.
weird from
Darth Vader, I don't know.
See, his daddy Black Manta was part of the bad.
That's Star Wars, you idiot.
Awkward. A secret meeting was called, and from there, it all went downhill. Claiming Earth as their property wasn't going to make anyone living there happy. Trouble, trouble. But the little ones were ready for
This
anything.
says Artemis in parentheses Tigress. See,
Did not
Ratmus
go
and I
well
know
for
from watching the
Black
show Stargirl that there
aliens
was
or
a
otherwise. The
Tigress.
Sticks
I think her daughter was Artemis in
Yeah.
that show.
I don't
So
care
which one
who
is
we-
this?
as long as I
Does the
see
daughter,
some
you know,
sweet
take the Tigress name and her mother was killed?
That little undercover operation exposed.
Apparently that was
Things
spoilers.
were about to get messy in a hurry.
A giant fire snake. Okay, well it says Aqualad and Artemis, who may or may not be Tigress, infiltrate a meeting between the Light and the Reach Around. What?
Don't reach around.
We'll begin with Tigress and Kid Flash fighting League of Shadows goons, so beat them up. Are they Borg?
Are they Borg or what?
They look Borg. Yeah, that's what we saw in the Stargirl show. But well, on the Stargirl show, they started out as villains, then they turned good. They had one daughter on that show who was Artemis. Oh, okay. They were like, they were really cool characters on Stargirl. That's all I'll say, right?
Assholes to beat up.
There's always more assholes to beat up.
This Martian got all wrapped up in this magic fire snake thing.
Oh no, Martians
So we
hate
gotta help her
fire.
out
It's a
fast.
stereotype. Now it says you'll take control of Tigress and Superboy. You need to defeat the fire snake. Shoot an arrow at the gold tail.
This is, fucking Superboy doesn't have any decent superpowers to say.
Huh. So which Superboy is this? Do we care?
It's Connor Kent.
So he's not the pissed off one that, broke the multiverse.
Old Snake, he was on the
The
road.
related Lex Luthor.
Team hadn't won
He's
just
related
yet.
to Lex Luthor. Gotcha. Okay, so now you shoot water at the snake, and that's how you put him out. Lovely. Is there any Superboy that's not pissed off? Well, I mean, the guy on the Superboy TV show from the 80s was, the opposite of pissed off. He was very, jovial and,
Hey, these kids are all right. Miss Marshall was
Did he
great.
just say the kids are all
The
right?
team would still need to do something about the brain sheep if they wanted to teach him a lesson.
Doom Patrol.
You tell me. Alright, now it's Tigress and Kid Flash against the Brain. Any relation to Brainiac?
That should be a great team up. Come back and free play. Fuck shit.
What do you mean by series? Is it going to be on the streaming service that was nerfed, or talking about comic book series?
Lady Prime.
Yeah, comic book series. Is it did Superman's kids become? Did Superman's kid become Superman in the comics? So then, who is the Superboy gonna be? Connor Kent. All right, so. We need her to shoot arrows because we don't have Oliver Queen apparently. This is how arrows work. You need to select them all or something. Oh wait. Fire at the furthest right blue bumper.
That's the question coming.
Brain
I think
shield out
that's
of
the
the way.
question is in the characters
Flash
of the
Kid's
comics.
time to shine.
Did you ever, go against the Riddler for, rights against, him or whatever?
That was stupid that they canceled the series before it was finished.
Trying to build shit and get punched. It's just that stupid shit. You just build a treadmill.
A cosmic treadmill.
Barry, Rob, even though you're not Barry.
Next, you'll face off against Black Beetle as Miss Martian.
That'll show him. I'm more the bronze of the brains kind of guy. But I'll tell you who's got plenty of both.
She turned white.
Man, you could tell he didn't like the things.
See, I mainly know Miss Martian from Supergirl, the show, and she was an adult, right? Is she a kid in this version?
She's a teenager.
Like most fights, the pattern.
Pattern baldness.
Did you just say she bangs Connor Kent? Is that true?
What do you mean, bro?
Because on Supergirl, wasn't she the love interest of Martian Manhunter?
So then, Mr. Insect.
I mean, isn't that the thing with all shows with child actors as they grow up and then oh shit.
So-called
No, I was gonna say they grow up and then the show is ruined, but you said they grow up and they bang. Ratmus said that, everybody.
Both can be true. How do you stop a Beast Boy from charging?
I don't know.
Really, it's Garfield.
While all this was going on, Aqualad and his Aqua dad had some
You're confusing me, okay?
And
For some reason, like, I never watched the Doom Patrol show, but I've seen commercials for it, and like they put Cyborg on there, so it's like him and Robot Man. And they complaining about their, robotic joints or some shit. Wasn't like Aqualad is like Black Manta's son or something?
Who did he bang? Just kidding, I don't care.
Did he consensually bang Mimi?
I thought it said that was a lantern pad, but I thought he was gonna, we needed a green lantern, but it looks like he just assembled that out of ice. Is he an ice lantern?
It's not his son, but like that was a plot point where he pretended to be, Black Manta pretended to be his dad or some
Is
shit.
he Aquaman's son?
Man, how long does it take you to beat this
He's
guy?
got to be related to someone.
Feels like it's taken 6 years to see what happens.
Maybe
next.
just said that he has magic like Mera, so is he the son of Aquaman and Mera? No, apparently. These superhero sex relationships are just, too complicated for me to grasp, right? Oh, so he's not related to them at all. He was just someone that Mera trained or something, is what I'm trying to
They
say.
trained him to poop on the bed, like she did with Johnny Depp.
Clearly that's for a mini kid, so ignore that. Isn't that also the same for Aquaman?
Yeah.
So he's just a rip-off younger Aquaman.
What do they call him, Water Boy? Why didn't he play by Adam Sandler?
So Waterboy was really, Aqualad, a DC Comics superhero,
Yes.
played by Adam Sandler.
Which is great because
I haven't seen that movie, so I'm going to say yes.
The coach guy played by Henry Winkler, like Henry Winkler was also the original
Aquaman?
No, Adam or something. Because if you watch like Black Adam, like there's Atom, ATOM, I think is one of the characters in it. He's like the second generation who's playing that. His uncle was the original, and it's played by Henry Winkler.
I guess there's hope for this generation after all. That's it for me.
There's no hope for this generation, okay, Lobo? That's what we've learned.
Although they have some pretty nice food there.
Don't call them sidekicks. What should we call them?
I think he was like playing the like. Adam Smasher. Let's see. Sorry. That's his name, not Adam.
wouldn't know him from the Adam. Clearly, we just need to ask less questions, alright? Alright, Young Justice. Alright, did you fight ninjas in that level?
They can't have a president. There was those villain people. Would I have to like be one of them or something?
No, you need to defeat 10 ninjas as Aqua Lad in parentheses Young Justice.
Okay. I guess he'd be on top.
No, we'd probably be in the DLC bottom.
So many missing news.
Looks like him. We've got Lobo.
We've got Sheriff Lobo, everybody.
Bring him back.
What's up? Lobo here. Just grabbed myself a snack when the hubs get. The lad's little undercover operation exposed. Things were about to get messy in a hurry.
Things are getting messy, everybody.
Those are ninjas again, they look like Borg.
All the shows kind of put their own little spin on the shit.
And these guys, the ninjas. Let Lobo defeat him. Well, it seems like he defeated like 15 people.
Somehow in all the chaos, Miss Marshall got all wrapped up in this magic fire snake thing. Huh? Somebody had to help her out fast.
Maybe we'll have other ninjas later. Turn into Tigress. Transform her into Artemis. Should be a trophy. That's spoilers, apparently. Alright, so I don't know if there's 10 more, you know, whenever there's 10 ninjas, you gotta be Aqua Lad. I don't know why. Alright, now for the mini kits. Once you have control of Superboy, head to the right and smash the cracked floor in the water pool.
Superman,
I should take this.
In the section with the fire snake, go to the left and smash the cracked floor on the upper ledge, then use illumination to see in the darkness.
Being the Man of Steel has its uses.
He's like, fucking millennial Superboy can't do this. Oh wait, he can.
favorite character with the light.
action with the brain. Smash all 3 reach soda machines.
Where'd you come from?
Old Snakey was on the ropes. Team hadn't won just yet.
Old Snakey. That's what they call him. Old Snakey, you know, from the comics.
Hey, these kids are all right. Miss Marshall was free, but the team would still need to do something about the brain sheath if they wanted to teach him a lesson.
Do we want to teach him a lesson? Alright, so this is the brain area. There should be 3 soda machines.
2.
And there's a graffiti poster of Kid Flash right there. Talking about save slots. I don't know if you got the 3rd soda machine, but Joker can't do that.
I didn't get the 3rd soda machine yet. Here.
Hiding. It says you'll need the Joker or another character who can make laughing gas in the area with the brain. Smash up all the objects in the area to find the 3 components of the gas. The container itself is on the left side of the area underneath some computer banks. Once the gas is made, pump it into the vent. I guess he needs to make gas first or something.
Come flashing. Okay, yeah, these stupid items.
So, gas is made out of old fish, a trombone, and something else. And the rubber chicken, is that it?
Yeah, this must be it. Does he need to carry it? It just follows him.
That's Mark Hamill for you. Where's Pinky? Door open. Alright, lastly, in the final fight with Black Manta, I used the strength to pick up the orange-handled rock, which you saw earlier, and kept giving you shit about free play mode.
Things are
Johnny
about
Quick.
to get bad. Real bad.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Hey, Ramimi. Ramimi kept talking about how she wanted to guest star on the stream. Ramimi, do you want to call in for just a bit? For maybe the next level? Since clearly you want to talk about this. The next level we'll be doing is Batman the Animated Series Mask of the Phantasm. Something about a pachinko machine.
Brain shield out of the way. It was that Flash kid's time to shine.
Use the Speed Force, everybody. Oh, fuck.
That'll show him. You know, I'm more the bronze with brains kind of guy.
So,
But I'll tell you, he's got plenty of both. Like me.
you just need to do the orange handle
Tell
thing.
he didn't like the things were going his way.
Is that here?
Okay, see you later.
Like, I've watched some videos about the show, so like this, Counter Kent basically, he's strong, but like he doesn't have any like Kryptonian powers really. So basically, he's like, just like super strong, durable and shit.
Doesn't make any sense.
So then Mr. Insect Features decided to take a hike. Smart idea. Meanwhile, things around this so-called summit just got crazier and crazier.
I thought that was, Ultra Humanite.
While all this was going on, Aqualad and his Aqua Dad had some issues they needed to deal with.
Aqua Dad in quotation marks.
That'll make some good old-fashioned family drama.
This looks like a job for someone else.
These days don't know what that is for.
Let's turn it into Superman clearly.
Be able to vision his face off. Come on.
He has a face.
Dad. We go ninja either, son.
Ninja, god damn it. That's somebody else.
Man, how long does it take to beat this guy? Feels like I've been waiting 6 years to see what happens next.
If he did, then everyone from Young Justice would grow up and just start fucking each other.
Yes. You just can't get rid of Bomb.
Water is only weakness.
Fight me, bitch.
So I call it dad in quotation marks. That's what I call another DLC is over.
I guess there's hope for this generation after all.
Just kidding.
Well played. Alright, well, if you want to call in, just call in when you're ready for this Justice League mode DLC level of phantasmness.
Or someone growing anyway.
He was born on a Monday.
Hello.
Hi there, how you doing?
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright, that's...
Okay, am I too loud or too quiet?
I've adjusted it. I think it's fine.
Which level are we doing?
Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, baby.
Right. Special guest star Ramimi, tell us everything you know about DC Comics in 30 seconds.
One sweet sign.
Why is Lobo narrating this?
Cannot be done.
Let me tell you about my man.
Lobo should always be narrating everything is the answer, okay?
Love his life once.
Well, I'll tell you that when I was a teenager and Batman the Animated Series was on, I did watch it a lot. I don't know if I saw every episode. I know I saw Mask of the Phantasm, I think, but, you know, I haven't seen it since the 90s, so it's been a while.
Get down with. And as a lover of black outfits myself, I
Apparently 16666666778 says that all the DLC pack is poorly, very poorly.
The mobsters have been meanies to Andreas Pop-Pop and take it down one by one until
Oh yeah, I watched the animated series too, like as a kid. Like there are some episodes that are just like low-key iconic. So they've been like, you know, it's like watching Justice League Unlimited, like,
Yeah.
or Justice League the show, where you like there's just episodes that you just know.
Like the episode with the question of Huntress.
There probably would
Yes,
be, but my memory is terrible.
but there's like, yeah, I've seen Mask of the Phantasm. I don't know.
I still like
I just miss how.
I got those Batman movies I still haven't watched.
Oh, that's awesome.
We got
Okay. I see where we are now. Okay.
You said you got those Batman movies and you didn't watch them. Which ones?
There's like Batman Hush and I think like Death in the Family or whatever.
Ooh, Death in the Family.
I think that's the one that like you could watch it with like a choose your own adventure sort of like
Yes,
selection thing.
it is. It's under the Red Hood, under the Red Hood animated movie, but there's like extra bits to it. Like there's extra scenes and whatnot that they added to it. It has like, yeah, so it is kind of like a choose your own adventure. So you can kind of maybe save Jason Todd. It's interesting. I had just watched Under the Red Hood, so I was like, why would I watch this? I just watched this.
Was there a Lego game that had a DLC based off of Arrow, the TV show?
Yeah.
Which Lego game was
Yeah.
that?
Lego Batman 3 maybe?
Yeah, that's. I mean, that was the DLC I liked. We already had that, so. This also says that Batman and Phantasm are working side by side, which didn't really happen in the movie.
They're brothers in arms.
Of course, we need a second player, so just roll with it.
Like, what about Rob? He's like, he wasn't in this though. He was like, yeah, but he didn't team up with the Phantasm either.
Oh, they brought the Phantasm back into the comics, like comics canon,
Whoa.
in the past couple of years, which is really interesting because it's been like a character. I don't know. It's like one of those things where I don't think it had been a thing. Like it was like they made that movie and people loved it, or like retroactively liked it. But I guess like the character hadn't really been around
Yeah.
for like a super long time, and they brought the character back, which is super cool. It's kind of like when they did the Batman '89 comic that's out now.
What, like, didn't they make a comic out of like the '66 Batman movie?
They did, yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of cool because the '89 comic is like, you know, all the stuff that you could like read trivia on, like having Marlon Wayans be Robin and stuff like that.
So
And
luckily,
the art style, it feels good, and it like, I don't know, it's like it's super cool. They really put work into it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I did it right the first time.
yeah, you did that pachinko machine achievement.
I wasn't even trying.
Good. This is Captain Clown, apparently.
I remember him from the cartoon. Like
It's
a giant robot.
It's literally says avoid his attacks until he does a butt stomp and stuns himself. I thought it said a butt stomp on himself.
Basically a Goron.
Have y'all realized that there hasn't been another DC animated universe TV show since Justice League and Justice League Unlimited?
The Young Justice, or
Young Justice isn't canonical
oh, okay.
to that series. That's why you have like it's pretty interesting. Because I thought about Young Justice as well, but apparently that's not. That doesn't
That doesn't
count. Yeah.
Just
But yeah, I mean, there's, you know, in almost 100 years of comics, you know, there's been all sorts of comics and there's been all sorts of movies, TV shows, animated shows, streaming shows, you know,
series.
movie serials, breakfast serials, you know, so many different continuities I can't even count. And it's like, how many of them have I seen? Well, obviously not everything. I tend to go more for the live action than the animated stuff, although obviously I've seen some animated stuff. Because, I mean, yeah, Ratmus and I watched Justice League and Justice League Unlimited for sure.
Classic.
Superman and Batman, the animated series. But then, yeah, I never watched really Young Justice or anything after that.
Young Justice was interesting because it came at the time where it's very much for teens today, I would say. Like, it has that appeal to it.
Yeah.
But the way that they made that show, like, I think it's like the first season and the second season came out. Oh, was it? Or was it what? God, it's been so long. Because that first season came out like 2012. and then it was like 4 years.
For the next season.
Or like, yes, something like that. It was like 4 or 5 years. And they're like, oh yeah, we're making another season. And it's like, what? And apparently it was because toy sales. Like,
Back to the toy sale. That's why, like, still
yeah, it
Lisa
was like
Bright's
a
freaking
yeah, it was like a
cartoon.
toy sales. They wanted toy sales. So every season they've made, it's always been in jeopardy of like not continuing. And it's just like, what the heck is going on? I don't understand that at all.
What about Batman the Brave and the Bold? Have you
Oh
seen
yeah, that was the one that came after me because I got into like anime and stuff around that time, so I never watched Brave and the Bold, like not as much as I did like the animated series or Justice League.
Well, did you two watch Batman Beyond?
Yeah, I watched Batman Beyond like religiously.
Yeah, I figured because I never did, but I think you did.
I started rewatching it, and I was one of those things where like I was like, why am I watching this show? Because I kind of remember, like I low key remember the plot. Like watching it is kind of like reaching into those memories and like pulling them out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's gonna happen.
So much of this is
It's the
about
fact-
hot dogs.
It's the fact that it came before Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
Is the thing that I forgot. Like I didn't know that came before.
Then there was that Justice League Unlimited episode where they went in the future and it was, you know, Batman Beyond future.
Right, like the epilogue, and that's the whole twist of like you find out who Terry's lineage is and all that. And you're like, huh? And then they had like a following season that was the actual finale
Yeah.
because they thought they were gonna get canceled. And they're like, oh no, you get another season. You're like, oh okay. So the episode is so weird out of context
Yeah.
because it feels like a wrap up, but it's not.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah,
That Joker, always taking off in a hurry, huh?
the Phantasm's in that episode too of Justice League Unlimited. An epilogue, the episode.
It's like a lot of that stuff, like I watched it, like, you know, when it was on, or like around when it was on too, and then haven't in a long time.
Right. They brought back that comic too. They brought back Batman Beyond in the comics too.
Seemed like Joker was done trying to blow away his
Which is
competition.
cool.
This is where you talk about how the Batgirl movie got canceled.
Oh, are we going to?
I don't know, because wasn't Kevin, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like wasn't Kevin Conroy supposed to be like Batman Beyond in that or something?
No, Michael Keaton came. Is
Oh,
coming
Michael
back.
Keaton,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, not Kevin Conroy.
And the big rumor, well, that was kind of like confirmed with all the canceled projects, was that it was going to lead into a Batman Beyond film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, like, it was one of those things where I saw that and I was like, oh, they're going to do Batman, like, are they going to do Batman Beyond? You know, DK and I. We were like, oh, dude, Batman Beyond, like, we can cross our fingers and hope, but, like, no one, I don't know, like, we all kind of low-key were hoping that was what the case, like, that was why they were bringing him back. And it was. But we're not going to get that movie. I don't think we'll never get it. I just think that it will be restructured.
Yeah.
I don't want them to do, here's the thing, I don't want them to do a shared universe thing like Marvel. I don't. The individual films, I feel like they should just stick to individual films.
Yeah, I agree, because like,
I don't, because it's the whole need to franchise everything. These characters, you don't have to franchise them. Everyone knows these characters. Just make movies with stories about them, and I feel like people would care more. You don't need it anymore.
yeah.
Like, you really don't. Like, even the Marvel stuff, like the Marvel movies that are coming out, I I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care about them. Not because I don't like the movies or anything, but because it's just
Done to death.
I'm kind of just tired of the whole shared universe thing.
So there's like
Because now everyone and
movies.
everyone and their uncle is doing it, and it's not.
Uncle
And it's
Ben.
interesting, like the stories are being told. It's cool, but I feel like it's kind of lost its luster
Yeah.
a little bit. Like it's not so shiny and new anymore, and it just feels kind of. I don't want to say heavy-handed, but
Heavy-handed.
it just feels expected, I should say. Like you expect it. Oh, Clarion, the witch boy. Okay.
I remember him from some stuff.
I don't. Okay, so another achievement is you want the characters to be the Joker and the Joker animated series. But yeah, like
That's a lot of jokers.
not enough. But yeah, I always thought that like you had the Christian Bale Batmans and they were like 3 by themselves and that was great. And then you had like Man of Steel and I loved that. But then like it seemed like because Marvel had such success that like everyone was like
We gotta copy them.
they were like we got to copy them. We got to do what they do. We got to make an extended universe. We got to do Justice League. We got to do all this and then. Obviously, they did it terribly, and then people were like, well, DC just can't do it as good as Marvel. Well, it's like, that's what Marvel did. You don't have to do what they do. Like, you could have just had 2 or 3 Superman movies, no relation to anything else. No, like you're saying, don't do the shared 40 movies in the same universe. Just do good stories, or on its own.
Right. And even now that we have like post Snyderverse, it's interesting to see what he was going to do that never really came to a fruition, like not fully. And it's like I feel like in another so many years, people are gonna look back on those films and think, oh, they weren't that bad. Like I just feel like Batman v Superman in particular. I'll die on the hill of actually really liking that film. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people don't. I really like that movie a lot.
I don't.
I know, but but I think it's like it's one of those things.
I'm even like okay with Justice League, but I do not like Batman v Superman.
That's fine.
At all.
That's okay. It was just one of those things for me that like that I feel like it's very much at the time. Things were already dour. Like there was 2016 was such a rough year. I just feel like that kind of colored the consciousness of the film a lot, like how it was received, the audience, you know what I'm saying, things like that. That I feel like once we get to a point where we're not in that space anymore, or things aren't as heavy, I think people will look back on it and kind of see it in a different light. Because that happens. Like, there are films that people are like, oh, this movie was terrible when it first came out. But then you watch it now and you're like, actually, it wasn't that bad. I feel like it has the potential to be that kind of film.
Sometimes people say that because then later movies come out that are even worse. Well, not necessarily movies, but I mean, I can think of TV shows and such where it's like, it was bad, but then it got worse.
Right, and that's what I mean. I think so too. There's kind of like a comparison. You go, oh man, this newer stuff isn't as good as the old stuff. Ugh. But I think the things that it brings up in terms of like what it was trying to say and what it was trying to portray, I think are still important. It just wasn't no one wanted to see it. That was the thing. They just kept making movies that no one wanted to see. Like who?
Yeah, well, I mean,
who wants to see Batman and Superman fighting against each other? Like who? What the heck kind of thing is that? Like you want to see them as allies because that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Watch your parents.
And then of course it's like, why did it end with him with Superman dying. Like it didn't have to end with him dying. They could have chosen a completely different set of villains and all kinds of stuff. Like why did? Because that could have been the whole point of the film, was them maybe be against each other, but then finding out that like, oh, we don't have to be against each other. We can be allies. Like to me, that was a better outcome.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Than making
obviously
him
the
die. Like I don't.
The whole death of Superman thing is obviously a huge comic thing, but I mean, was Batman and Superman ever fighting each other like ever a big thing in the comics?
Yes. Like, it's one of those things where they bring it up every once in a while and everyone's like, why are you making them fight? It's kind of like how they do the evil Superman and people are like so tired of it. It's like, because the whole point, especially in comics, is that they're, not only are they like best friends, but they consider that they're like brothers to each other. And they're like brothers to each other, and they're both dads, you know, like their kids interact with their kids interact. That's the whole Super Sons thing.
What am I supposed to do here?
It says use something Sonic on it. Okay. I don't know who has that.
But yeah.
Maybe
anyways. Oh, nice. But yeah, anyways, that was my conjecture on Batman v Superman that no one asked for, that I pigeonholed. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, I think they should just stick to individual films. I like James Gunn's idea for a Superman reboot. Like I like what he kind of pointed out, like what they're gonna do with Superman now, which I think makes a lot of sense. I like that idea a lot, of him being younger and like working at the Daily Planet, and juggling being a reporter and then being Superman, because that's like, what people liked about the character. You know what I'm saying? Like he was human. Like they always have these talks about how do we make Superman relatable, and it's like his whole point is that he's so human, but he's not human. Just make him, I don't know, interact with people and love people.
I don't know why people find it so hard to understand his character.
Right, and like, it's not. It's really not.
Yeah, it's like that's one thing. Is like he is so human, and then the other thing is like people are like, oh, he's too powerful. You can't do anything with him. But, like that's not true either.
That's not true either. Internet arguments are so weird when you know people don't really interact with like the actual medium. You're like, oh, these people don't read comics at all.
Yes,
and I understand why. Like, it's kind of gatekept. They're expensive. Like, they're hella expensive now. And then you have to have the space to keep them and maintain them in any way. Now we have digital services where you can buy, like, a subscription. You can read all the comics that you want once you pay for it, but like you can even read like DC Infinite. You can read even like Golden Age and Silver Age comics that are digitized, that have been digitized. You don't get from the beginning. You can read like the entire World's Finest series from the friggin', I don't even remember the first World's Finest comics. But you can even do that with DC Infinite, which is super cool. But anyways,
this HTG Brian, whoever that is. H. You know the alphabet, Ratmus?
Yeah.
HTG Brian. Okay, maybe this is a custom character?
But like ability filtered people.
How does this guy use a custom character in a video of how to show you how to do this?
I broke that.
Whatever ability he had, it just pressed circle and it went like this and it blew up.
Maybe it's telekinesis.
Let me see if I can. No, it doesn't say in this video that's supposed to tell us how to do this.
Yeah, it's telekinesis, I think. And that is so stupid. Because, like, normally it says, like, oh, use this person, and it wasn't.
Whatever. So you're destroying 5 gold statues. There were 2 in this area. That was Minikit 2. Minikit 3 was with the heat beam. Minikit 4 is in the kitchen area.
Yes, it ended up being
I'm guessing is the next area.
with one clown down. It was time to
How many of the Bat Kids are in this game?
You mean, like, versions of Robin and stuff? And,
No, I mean, like,
you know,
do we got the full
Batgirl,
roster? Do you have, like, Red Hood, Nightwing,
Batgirl,
like, Batgirl?
I think there's, like, a few different Robins, so, like, maybe, but I don't know if they have, like, every version out there.
But the
Okay.
real fun was just getting started.
But yeah, Mask of the Phantasm Joker was Hamill.
There's Batwoman, too.
Oh, nice, Kate.
I don't know, like that might be like that's definitely not the including DLC, but that might be everybody else.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah.
Where was the kitchen area?
I did get one with the Sonic stuff. I think maybe it was in the other area. So.
A turkey?
Yeah.
Okay. Harley Quinn. You just got the graffiti, right?
Yeah.
You got the 2 random achievements. So is this mini kit number 5? Alright, we beat the level.
Nice.
But yeah, like you were talking about Superman, like, you know, working at the Daily Planet and just like juggling his life and whatnot and being human and like, to me, like that was Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, and I know that looking back on that show, you know, I'm sure like it's kind of problematic, and a lot of the episodes were really cheesy and stupid, especially towards the end.
Without Resplendent Man.
But that was the show that got me into liking Superman, and it was a really good show, a really classic show, just like the Superman that I like, the type of Superman that I like.
Right, and I feel like we haven't gotten anything like that since that show, and I feel like that's why that's the consciousness of the character. Like some people didn't grow up with that stuff, so they don't know. It's kind of like when people are like, "Oh, Batman's a billionaire. Why doesn't he use his money to help people?" And it's like that's literally what he does. There's so many instances in the comics where he uses money to help people.
His parents tried that and it didn't work, so then he just had to go beat up people.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Apparently that's.
Totally.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I see that and I'm like, y'all don't even read comics at all. But anyways, yeah. But I agree. Like I guess that's the reason why, because it's not in the consciousness of people who didn't grow up with that kind of thing or didn't see it. Because where can you even watch that show now? Like, can you even watch that show?
I don't know if it's on whatever HBO Max is called until they destroy it. I don't know if it's on there.
If they wanted to change it just it's Max.
Even if it is, I mean, how many kids have HBO Max and watch old shows?
Right. Exactly. Or the time. But yeah.
I mean, like, if you're a young person now and you're looking for a TV show about Superman, I mean, apparently kids don't even watch TV shows anymore. But I mean, there's Superman and Lois, but that's, even if that is a good show and it's not bad, it's not like what we're talking about. It's not
Right.
Superman at the Daily Planet. It's
It's a family drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very different show than the other one.
He's got a new brother.
Yes, he's got kids, a wife, and a brother. Family drama. He's a football coach.
He says his kids can play football, which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know when that show's coming back. I mean, it's probably coming back soon.
And then the Jonathan Kent actor said fuck this shit and they had to recast
Oh
him.
yeah, the actor left. I heard about that.
I heard that 6 months ago, and the show still hasn't come back.
Right. Well, the Arrow, the Flash show is ending this year, right?
Yeah, and a month I was telling Rock that it's supposed to come back.
Apparently they're not. Apparently, Stargirl is up in the air too.
I heard that was confirmed ended.
Oh yeah. So it's in. Okay. So the only one they're keeping is Titans and that other show? Not Peacemaker.
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Yes. I couldn't think of the title. Apparently people really like that show. I watched the pilot and I was like, oh, okay. Never watched it again.
So is Beast Boy not on it because he's on Titans?
Right.
And then Cyborg's not in Titans because he's on Doom Patrol?
Right, they switched, yeah.
That's
which is
weird.
interesting.
So yeah, Flash comes back next month for a final season. Apparently the next season of Superman and Lois is going to premiere in March. Apparently Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Power Ranger, actually directed an episode of season 2 of Superman and Lois.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I remember reading about that.
The season 3 premiere is going to be directed by Tom Cavanaugh.
Okay.
He's
I know
directed
who
before.
that is.
But yeah, then there was another thing. Weren't they also making a new show that was Batman adjacent? What was it, Gotham
Yeah,
Knights?
it's the Penguin show.
just
It's the show with Colin Farrell's Penguin. Oh no, you talk about Gotham Knights.
I was talking about Gotham Knights, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta hit. Why is that working?
I didn't get into it only because I was not. I read the premise of like the series and I wasn't interested at all. Misha Collins being Two-Face, being Harvey Dent is interesting. But then again, Dougray Scott was in freaking Batwoman, and I didn't expect that either. Bye, Song. Ooh woo.
Bye, Song. Thanks for being here. Yeah, apparently that show also premieres in March.
Okay. But I know that CW had a whole thing where they almost went under, right?
Yeah, because what was it, like HBO bought them or something, and the guy in charge just like canceled everything because it was a tax write-off or some shit.
Something like that, yeah. Which makes a lot of sense, like, because no offense, I think the reason why the DCEU stuff was so weird to me was because they were making movies that no one asked for. Like, did anyone ask for a Black Adam movie?
I guess is it The Rock?
The Rock.
He's literally the only person who he's literally the only person who asked for it.
That's what I mean. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why would you greenlight that? No one.
I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff that should have been greenlighted.
But
right, I agree.
But I'm like, I didn't care about Batwoman getting canceled, but we were pissed off that Legends of Tomorrow got canceled with no resolution.
Right. It had such a good cast too.
Yeah, I mean,
like you could tell they had fun making that show together.
Yeah. It's like fine to end The Flash after 9 years. I mean, that's a long time. But just like if you end a show, just like end it right. Like, don't leave it on a cliffhanger because you're stupid.
Exactly. The phone's not charging. Now we can Johnny Cash this.
Yeah, I feel like either we're gonna see a lot of these streaming services either just die off. I don't think they will. I don't think they will completely, but we're gonna probably see a lot more people like not really being that into it anymore because there's no benefit really.
Yeah.
Like, why would you keep watching by paying for a service to watch a show and then the show gets canceled and then like you don't get any more of it? Like, why would you? Like, that's not. Why would you be interested in that? That's not. That doesn't make me want to keep subscribing to your service.
So, turned out my half brother, King Orm, wanted to conquer the surface.
If and when HBO Max and Discovery combine, like, I wonder what the price is going to be because like Discovery Plus on its own is like $5 a month. That's a very good price, but like with all the HBO stuff, it they're going to want at least $10, probably more.
This is Aquaman now.
This is awkward, man.
Nice. All right. Well, that was fun chatting.
Yes. Lots of nice Batman stuff.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I mean, the cartoon from the 90s is just so classic. But, I mean, I was a kid who watched it, so it's going to be nostalgic for me.
Shame for him, I wasn't in the mood.
I agree. Yeah, like someone pointed out that how influential the Justice League cartoon is because so much of like the movies we're getting now or we did get are based on the story, like not the storylines, but like the appearance and like the way the characters are like how they're set up and everything is based on what happens in the animated series.
I guess because like for someone like, who doesn't read the comics, something like Justice League Unlimited was like your first glimpse into like a lot of the side characters.
Right. That show did such a good job of doing that too. You had like a big cast, and yet everyone, you got to know everyone.
Yeah.
Especially Plastic Man and Elongated Man.
Yes.
Right.
I think it was
And
Brave and the
more
Bold
so.
because I watched some clips of that because that had Plastic Man quite a bit, and like they had those two teaming up and getting each other's faces and stuff.
Right.
You know how you said that you would defend Batman v Superman? Well, can I defend the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I don't mind that movie either. I actually kind of
I
like
feel
it.
like that one got a lot more hate than it deserves, and like people aren't gonna like look back at it as like a masterpiece, but it's just like it didn't deserve like, oh my god, it's just garbage shit. Fuck.
I'm not saying it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, like
My usual attacks weren't working. I had to try.
It's like that era of films at the time. Either they had to be huge successes or they never got a sequel. Because a lot of these films, I feel like if they had like a sequel, they would have just fixed all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because
Like you
Green Lantern was kind of banking on that because they used the first movie and the villain was what's the guy's name? You know,
Sinestro.
Well, he wasn't even the villain. Like it was Parallax was the villain because Sinestro. They were setting Sinestro up to be the villain for the second movie. Which, you know, come to think of it, like you go all the way back to the Superman movie from the 1970s, right? Like they set Zod up to be the villain of the second movie, and I don't know. I mean, you got Lex Luthor, you got Zod, but then like Green Lantern, like really Sinestro was a better villain, and they set him up for a movie that didn't exist, which is sad. Because yeah,
Right.
if only it had gotten a second movie, maybe it would have been a better movie. And then like I watched some of the deleted scenes on the DVD, and like I was like, why did they cut these out? Because they make the villain make more sense. Was another thing.
Yeah.
They cut out scenes that helped make more sense. And then I don't know. I feel like people were just like shitting on Ryan Reynolds and the CGI and whatnot, and.
But I saw a clip from my super ex-girlfriend, and that has Luke Wilson in it, who was on Stargirl, and like you know, she throws a frickin' shark in his like apartment. So that part with the sharks in there hopping around reminded me of that. The boot with the foot in it.
But yeah. There's a lot of films at that time that I feel like if they had just greenlighted the sequel, it would have just fixed things.
Yeah.
You know, because some of it, I just feel, yeah, anyways, thoughts and feelings. There's stuff like, I like what they're doing with the Batman, though, which I like the idea of the movie coming out, and then they're like, hey, you know what we're going to do to fill the time between the film coming out? We're going to make a little short miniseries. We're going to make a Penguin show. And who's going to focus on, like, after the film and the underworld of Gotham. That's cool. I love that. You can keep interest in the franchise, in the film, without completely, like, overriding, while keeping it into its own storyline.
Yeah.
With the actors, like, that you saw from the movie. And so it's not just, like, looks like a one-off or feels like a one-off. And I like that. Kind of like fill in the gaps a little bit. Make it seem a little, like, make it feel fuller.
Yeah.
And I like that idea. I feel like that's what they should be doing. Making these solo films and having, like, a short miniseries between each film. To like, flesh it out.
That's kind of like what it seems like, you know, some of the Marvel shows have done, but they don't do a very good job at that. Like
no. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Like, I remember when Avengers came out, they had, like, oh, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then, like, they never really did anything with it. And then
they even do that now. You had WandaVision as the show, right?
Yeah,
and I was like, people like that show. But then the movie came out, Multiverse of Madness, and it was like, where did all of this
Yeah.
this stuff from the show go? Like they mention it a little bit, but it's like, what was the point of the show? Like if that character if she made that decision, that's what she looks like now, and then they put it into the film. Where was the rest of it?
Yeah. Like it just really
Which just
had
became
no
really
point of
weird.
the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows this stupid mini right?
That's why I've been. That's why I haven't. That's why I haven't really been watching those shows. They're all decent shows, like on their own. They're all pretty decent shows. I just
Yeah.
like. I don't see the point in investing all that time if they're not even gonna
Yeah, there's no
keep
payoff.
it going. Or right.
So maybe I am supposed to be doing something with this. Can you like multi-target? You know, like, I really hate when like you just get confused. Like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing here? Okay, so maybe we hit all of them. Okay, that's all I needed to do. And like, because I can switch to her, I'm like, well, maybe there's something here that she's supposed to do to help. Nope.
They're actually fighting with tridents, but in the movie, isn't it not a trident? Doesn't it have like 5 points or something?
No, they do in the film. Oh, Trident has that 5 points. Okay,
We're swimming just
Well,
like in the movie.
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, it should have 3 points because
Yeah,
that's
try.
what try means.
Oh. Yeah,
'Cause
that too.
It's also been a while since I've seen the Aquaman movie, which I saw like once or twice, and I'm like, oh, this is fine.
I feel like it's one of
It
those
was
movies
fine.
they put on like every weekend a lot. Like
Yeah.
Sci-Fi loves to show the fucking Harry Potter movies. I've seen like those in parts like 25,000 times.
Really, I don't really.
Watch just TV shows.
I haven't. That's interesting.
The movie that I seem to like just randomly see on TV all the time is Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Sarah Gracie's stream and she was talking about how her brother came over and they're talking about like animals, the multimedia experience. Whoops. Rock went upstairs. I'll finish the lovely quote-unquote story when he comes back.
Is there something weird smelling in the kitchen?
It just smells like the burgers to me. But anyway, like they're talking about how when they were kids, they would play the Animals Multimedia Experience game, and like it has a Lion's Roar on there, and try to like convince their mom or something, like you know Jumanji's real, and there's a lion in the room by like clicking on it and playing that, you know, sound.
Oh.
Apparently, she's getting married.
Sarah Gracie.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that though. Like we all have those experiences, right? Where like we've played a game and it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
There's like pretending to time travel and our friend playing Mega Man 3, and I think he said it was like Mega Man 30, and you could feel the game when you play it. Because that's, you know, the future of gaming is being able to feel like when you get hit and die.
And then die for real?
Like, that's crazy. And then the Rumble Pack was invented.
So you're saying is you came up with the idea for the Rumble Pack?
He did, but
Who is this?
this is Patrick, I believe.
Oh yeah, our childhood friends. Like we seem to come up with a lot of things that mysteriously happen, right? Like we totally came up with the idea for Fruity Yummy Mummy cereal, and then it happened, right?
Yes.
Now there's a
All
crack.
right, I'll get off voice chat and go back into chat.
All right. Well, thank you for having a cameo voiceover appearance.
That'll keep the circle.
No problem. Thank you for listening to me rant about nonsense.
Comic
Alright,
books
bye-bye.
aren't nonsense. They're important.
Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Validation.
Here's your
Alright.
validation.
See you in chat.
Bye.
I haven't looked at my comic book collection in a long time, but I remember
You
when
have a comic book collection? But yes, I know you.
Like I have a Submariner I bought like is one of the first like comic books I remember buying from like the comic book store in the mall like
I
1990.
thought you were going to say that you bought from Comic Book Guy.
But I remember it was like $1 or $2 for $1 because it was like an older, probably used comic.
Did they have boards in them? Or
I think they
or were
had boards.
sandwiches?
I think they had boards at the backing, yeah.
No, but I remember Ratmus buying a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic books
Yeah.
that he still has, and like
I brought them to camp with me, and like a lot of them got wet. You know, ripped their value.
good job, saving them for the resale value.
Yes.
Um,
I was a fucking idiot kid, obviously.
here's a great achievement.
Well, Plastic Man, aka Patrick O'Brien.
It's related to Conan.
Coco the Night Cat, yes.
For the achievement in this, you need to play as Aquaman and Aquaman in parentheses Gladiator,
Whoa.
both characters.
Aquaman and Aqua Dude.
Hot shot.
And when you got to that part when you were playing as that girl and you didn't know what to do, there was like a throne in the middle.
Yeah, there's like free play shit to do in there, isn't there?
Well, you have to sit on the throne as Orm.
Shame for him, I wasn't in the mood.
But like Batman there had his like rebreather thing.
That's nice attention to
He's always
detail.
prepared.
Yes. What a great name, Orm.
Apparently, like,
Plastic Man.
does he even need to breathe?
Let's not get into
Let's
existential.
test that theory.
Let's smother him with a pillow and find out.
Yes.
And does Commissioner Gordon need to breathe?
So this Aquaman, or
It says one of them Aquaman, and one of them Aquaman in parentheses Gladiator.
that's from the DLC. Go.
Mr. Terrific. It's the last two rows.
Okay. That's from, it probably would be the highest one because this is the first, right? These are custom.
Check the second row from the bottom. Like, yeah. See, there was Orm. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
To the left there.
I was like, there's Orm.
Left there.
Okay.
My man. Who wants a piece of
Probably wants me to. Okay, maybe that.
Here you can talk to fish achievement. Okay, so the other one is sit on the throne as Orm, and then we gotta look for the mini kits and whatnot. 3 silver objects need to be exploded. The first is a silver diving suit.
Yeah, in that fight area.
The second is behind the throne. The last is in the last area.
He's jerking it.
Okay. Is that King Nereus's throne?
Probably.
Smash some objects to make 2 lantern pads. Use them to create pieces to make a big stereo system. There's the graffiti tag on the right side of this area.
It's a little bit forward, but yes.
Also, in the very back of the throne, on the right, is a crashed shipwreck with a target on it.
Let me do the Joker shit.
When I first see those rebreathers, they look like, beards. So I'm like, why does this character have a beard? Everything works normally underwater. You just need a rebreather. You know, your cameras, your bombs, your photographs, your graffiti. John Stewart, my favorite Green Lantern, right?
Because it counts like mirror because you can do this shit with water apparently.
Yeah, like Ramimi said, and that's magic. You see that target?
Yeah. Shoot it.
Hey, check me out. I'll make some of this.
What did that do?
I don't know. No, the fish puns. This one up too. What's happening?
Just pointing to the middle now. Always pointing to the middle.
Yeah. There's always pointing there. Barnacle shit over here too.
Did you explode the silver thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something to break.
So for the ship thing, it said shoot the crashed shipwreck target to break the anchor, then assemble the pieces into a mini kit. Did you already do that?
I don't know, maybe. I might have done that as her.
Okay, but then there's also. Okay, that's something different, alright. You have to grapple 5 plugs on the wall in this room. One is in plain sight on the left. You have to smash objects to uncover the one to the right. For the middle one, smash the center structure and assemble it into a lantern pad to reveal it. For the next one on the right, get mini kit number 3 to uncover the plug. For the far right one, go back down the passage and start from the tracking point to find the lantern pad so you can reveal it.
Okay. Shit.
Go over there.
This thing?
Yeah, is that what they're talking about?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
She can track stuff?
She's part fish, just like, what's her name from, Windmaker. Okay. Because I remember doing that before, but I couldn't figure it out again.
Do anything with water, apparently.
Yeah. So that should be all the stuff back here, right? So that's 2.
Well, okay, I guess. So when you're fighting this guy, smash some nearby objects to make 2 lantern pads. This is where the stereo system is,
Okay.
I think.
It's like one of these Lego games always smash shit. Okay, there's that. Yeah, I guess.
And this is not the last arena, right? That was okay. So you must have destroyed the silver thing in the first arena and in the throne room, and the third one is in the last arena. Now you're trying to get mini kit number 2, which is this. You already did the graffiti tag and mini kits number 3 and 4, hopefully.
Orm didn't seem to like the idea of losing fair and square. It'd take a little creative thinking to get past those attacks.
What's going on?
I can breathe.
My usual attack, yeah. That seemed to work.
I guess the stuff's in the next one that we go to. So. There's nothing left to smash here. Okay, there's that mini kit. How do we get it?
This is. You obviously missed something. Once the sharks are attacking you in the Orm fight, watch the geysers that were spewing rocks. The one on the right will toss up a mini
Okay,
kit, shoot it to get it.
Got it.
But that was mini kit number 5. Hi, Doom.
Hey, Jim, what's going on?
You missed all the good DLC, and all that's left is the Aquaman movie, which I'm sure you've never seen. No, wait, just kidding. None of this was any good, right?
Yes. Some of it was interesting, but yeah, especially since I didn't play any of these before.
Well, we did have Ramimi on voice chat for a little bit talking about DC Comics.
Just woke up at 2 p.m. How late did you stay up?
Sure.
You know, just for a second, I thought he'd give up after that. But I guess I shouldn't.
Also, Doom, apparently, like, the price to go to Dollywood is like the price it is to go to the Magic Kingdom back 10 years ago. What do you think of that? Because when my girlfriend's nephew graduates, like, we're supposed to go to Dollywood. It's $89 a ticket.
Why the fuck would you, your girlfriend, or her nephew want to go to Dollywood?
I think her family, like her brother's family, has season passes for whatever reason because they live close enough to that. Which is weird, but yeah. Even like before telling our dad, he's like, "You guys should go there." And I looked like when I went to the Magic Kingdom in 2000, like what was the entry price, and it was like $48 or something. I was like, holy shit.
Question is, what was the price, in 1955?
50, what was it, like $1, I think, actually?
Perhaps this is another clue.
Seems like this throne is one.
Well, the only thing that I don't think you got was smash some nearby objects to make 2 lantern pads. Use them to create more pieces to make a big old stereo system, which makes the mini kit appear. I don't know where that is.
Wait, this might be it. Okay, because I thought you were talking about like that being in the arena, but no, it's here.
This was saying it was at the beginning of the level.
And like, no, that it's in this area with her.
And how come it's mini kit number 2?
Because you can go to this point at any time. Here's the giant. Speaker system. There's more. That's why. Back then, they didn't have no e-tickets.
You should tell them where to stick it, okay? Alright, so you got all 5 plus the graffiti tag, plus the 2 optional achievements, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, beat the damn level. Alright, so Doom, what we've done so far is we did 2 levels based on the movie Shazam, which you've probably never seen. Then we did 1 level based on Young Justice, which Ramimi had to explain to us because apparently it was a comic and TV show that we never saw. Then we did 1 level based on Batman the Animated Series Mask of the Phantasm, which I haven't seen since the 90s. But apparently it was nothing like the movie because in this level Batman and the Phantasm worked together like they were best friends, right?
Yes.
So now we're doing the 2 levels based on the Aquaman movie. This is level number 1, and then we're going to do level number 2. Now the other thing is we have to do each level twice, and they're very short levels. They take like 10-15 minutes, although this one's being a pain in the ass. You have to do them once in story mode and then once in free play mode to get the mini kits and optional shit. You don't think you ever saw that? And this is on Song's account because she 100%ed the main game a while ago, but then I bought her the DLC when it was on sale, and I wanted to do it for her, but then I was like, I don't know anything about Young Justice, so we need Ramimi. Well, I know you've seen The Mask, because we watched that, which is also, a wonderful comic book movie, right?
Yes. Music's a weapon right there.
Speaking of which, I think I turned the audio down when Ramimi came on, but
That's one.
Ring of fire.
your mother. Alright, so now we have Aquaman movie level 2.
You have Aquaman.
One of the optional achievements is to defeat 10 trench enemies as Mara.
You go in the trenches.
So be sure and do that. I don't know if you can only be as her in free play mode or if you can do that now. I don't know. Oh, the other thing, Doom, is after my last stream where I dropped some frames, I finally did a speed test, which apparently I didn't do a speed test in like 6 months. And then I reset my router, my upload is back to the way it should be, And does that mean that I'm not going to drop any more frames ever again?
You be the judge.
You be the judge. Well, you know, knock on Fish's desk, which is actually my desk. We haven't dropped any frames so far.
Had been busy looking for King Atlan's long-lost trident.
Look at his sensual flowing hair right there. That's Jason Momoa.
Which would be kind of useful when going up against my little bro. After a bunch of searching, running, climbing, falling, jumping, and some
Went to
flying,
Italy and she destroyed a bunch of wine.
Yeah, isn't this the part where he destroys a bunch of wine? Oh
I was
shit.
glad to get back to swimming. No, not that kind of swimming. Yeah, that's better.
Well, because Fish got a new desk, and I think she said knock on wood to her desk, so
But we got rid
recently.
of a piece of fish cake. And finally, in the depths of the hidden sea, we found Atlan's trident.
That's because they were red wines.
After that, I just had to unite the Seven Kingdoms and
You
convince
threw
them
up
that
a
I
little
could
bit.
be their king. But Orm wasn't going to make it easy, and the biggest water fight ever was about
So
to start.
for
Permission to come aboard?
obviously Ratmus made burgers today in the cast iron, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have a good sear, and he didn't
Turned
put
out
any
uniting
seasoning
the
on them
Seven
other than the
was
sauce we
easier
had.
said than done, especially
So
with
next
Orm
time we have
cakes.
burgers, I'll
Freeing
season them
those
ahead of
fishermen
time or
would be a
something.
good place to start.
Yeah, use, you know, either salt and pepper or some sort of seasoning that they give you.
That holy stone on that holy cow.
Okay, so like I said, like I was trying to explain, this is Lego Aquaman movie level 2, and this is story mode, so Ratmus basically just has to figure out how to complete the damn level, and then we have to do it again in free play mode. The representatives of the Seven Kingdoms, of which there are only a few in attendance, must be swayed to join Arthur. Isn't Johnny Depp one of those? Oh wait, that's something else, right?
Yes. Like Darth Arthur.
But now he has the trident, which actually has 3 tips in this game, which is correct, unlike the movie. Alright, so have Mara do orange hooks, assemble some handles, use Aquaman's strength.
Not for me.
This gets the fishermen on your side, then you'll face off against a bunch of trench creatures, so defeat them with Mara.
It looked like we made ourselves some new friends. Orm didn't seem too happy about it. Probably why he sent some of his buddies after us.
His buddies.
I thought he said bunnies.
Some of his water bunnies on us. There's some trench warfare, motherfuckers.
Again, I guess I'll have to watch the movie again. I think I actually own Aquaman on Blu-ray for some reason, but I guess I didn't buy Shazam, so clearly I need to, right? Okay, the redheads, you gotta love them. That was one optional achievement, which apparently you could do in story mode. The other optional achievement is fight Orm with King Shark, so I assume you have to do that in free play mode.
Things were looking up.
Just like the movie, whenever you get someone on your side, a giant
Just then,
picture of their face lights up on a wall. That's how it works in real life, right?
if we wanted to communicate with King Nereus, we'd have to find a way to fix it. Fast.
Oh shit, the TVs have gone out. Now you get transported to the power room. Head to the right and have somebody activate, illuminate, and smash the stuff. Assemble the pieces into a lantern pad. Have Mary use it.
She's a Green Lantern in the water cooler.
She's a water lantern, yes. Blah, blah, blah to turn the power back on. So as far as future streams go, I should totally stream this Tuesday, right?
Yes.
What should I stream? Sonic?
Yes. Cobra wants it.
I should talk to Cobra. But yeah, of course, Ratmus is Well, let's just check my list, Doom. That is not in my mind, but it's in a private document that you can't see
In my head.
on Google Docs. Sonic Origins, Sonic 1 and 2 as Tails and Knuckles. Remember I was going to do that? I mean, other than that, I could always do, randomizer. When are we going to do What the Dub again? I don't know.
What are you doing to beat Toe Jam Earl?
Yes, well, when are me and Doom going to beat Toe Jam and Earl? Well, not this week because Ratmus has the Switch. How's your Pokemon game, Ratmus?
Beat the first gym.
Yeah, Ratmus needs to beat his Pokemon games, and hopefully by the time he's done with that, maybe they'll release GoldenEye on Switch Online. We could play that. But obviously Ratmus is busy next weekend, so he can't come over next weekend. So next RockMan Ratmus is going to be 2 weeks from today, right, Ratmus? That's when I'm hoping that we're going to be planning to be doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection.
Do I shoot it in that energy thing then?
Probably.
I can't hit it to that. I'm like, well, maybe I hit this. No.
It's something.
Or is there like a switch here I haven't done?
Have the character stand on the deflect pad and redirect the beam to the generator on the back wall near the floor in front of you, below the middle fan.
Okay, so, alright. I didn't know what that was. That's...
And neither did this guy. It says it took him a minute to find it because it looks innocuous. Now it's time for the final duel with Orm, and believe me, it is pedestrian. Every fight in this fucking DLC has been pedestrian, right? Slap him up and slap him down and finish him off. Done and dusted, says the person who wrote this guide.
It was time to teach him a lesson or two about being a king.
Whee!
But yeah, I don't know for 100% sure that I'm going to stream Sonic this week. We'll see. It doesn't like the fights are definitely not interesting in this game. They are very pedestrian. I don't know if this was made for children or what.
Seems that Orm still had a few friends. They weren't going to make this easy.
I watched that video of the Flash punching the shit out of, that one, awkward dude guy.
I can't even imagine, Doom. I can only imagine it being made for hardcore gamers like me, right?
Yes. Pedestrian over here.
It's a pedestrian-only lane over here.
Orm tried calling for more help, but it looked like his plans were about to be all washed up.
Apparently Curse has this game, and
Needs help with the DLC.
he literally has only done 4 achievements so far.
Yeah, just like that, the tides turned on Orm. Peace returned under the sea, and I took my place as king.
The Chief Daddies!
Gotta do it again.
I don't know if you heard this, Doom, but Curse was playing Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle on PS4, and so he needed me to do the online achievement where you just have to play all the games in co-op. And, like, you can literally just load into the game and then just quit out. You just, as long as you play them for like 2 seconds, it's fine. So I finally talked to Curse again, for the first time in years. I mean, there's many games. He has played so many more games than us, and there's many games where he does not even try or focus on getting all of the achievements, you know, just quantity with him. Alright, so now we play that same exact level, only in free play mode. Alright, so you already defeated the trench enemy, so the other one is you need to fight Orm with King Shark. And we're looking for 5 mini kits and a graffiti tag. There are 5 statues of Orm that must be smashed as usual. 2 of them are in the first area, 2 are in the power room, and the last is in the last room. Alright, high on the left side in the first room there's a painting of Mara.
It turned out uniting the 7 was easier said than done, especially with Orm on our case. Freeing those fishermen would be a good place to start.
That should totally hurt them more. Like a freaking penguin underwater. It's just.
When I saw his top hat at first I thought he was the Shade. Is he even in this game?
I should be. I don't think I smashed all those statues like I need to.
Go to the left and find, there's the painting. So Doom needs to see why Ratmus is playing and not me. In every level, you have to tag a portrait with graffiti and then do something that is against my moral code.
Like we're.
Ratmus is, there you go.
Because yeah, you can't see where it wants you to stand.
The Joker tags it, and then you have to take a selfie with it, yes. An underwater selfie in this case. Okay, so once the passages on the left open in the first room, instead of going down to the power room, go through the upper passage to an observatory.
Fish helping out fish.
It looked like we made ourselves.
That shows you like where I draw the line. I'll do almost everything for an achievement. In the game Bully, I even kissed a dude. What was it, 5 times, right?
Something like that.
But I will never take a selfie for an achievement.
Fish on fish violence over here.
Sharks aren't fish. Shut up.
Gotta get the shit kicked out of them and we'll respect us.
It's the only way to make people respect you is to beat the shit out of them. I don't think it was required. But, you know, using a swift sail is also against my moral code.
We'd won their respect and convinced them to change sides. Things were looking up.
Everything's coming up Millhouse, as we said earlier before the stream.
Just then, Orm managed to knock out the power. If we wanted to communicate with King Nereus,
It said instead of going down to the power room, go through the upper passage to an observatory.
Yeah.
Where the heck is that? Alright.
I think up there, so fish person.
It's classified.
Now give me a better view.
It's just like the Great Bay Temple. Okay, in this room, smash some objects in the left foreground to uncover some pieces for a rebound pad. Use it to bounce to a switch to uncover a mini kit. All of the rest of the mini kits are in this room.
That's another stupid ass.
Yeah, there's a fuse box puzzle is one of them. There's a drone vent is one of them. And then smash stuff to reveal a plant with earth access is another one.
King Shark, could you fucking move?
I'm charging your phone apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe people will stop worshiping these fake con artists and pay attention to me.
Alright, so there's no statues in here to destroy, I think, but before you leave here, you gotta get 4 mini kits.
Drone even works underwater.
Of course, he's a genius.
Don't think I planned for this.
All those studs that you don't need.
Smash everybody.
Left foreground. Smash stuff. That's what the foreground is.
Once you hit B for one button and the next for the other.
Ratmus, figure out how to play video games.
Who would leave this here? And why?
Just loving these games when destroy that stuff. When, like, you know, they just make a secret room that you can only go into in free play mode and just shove a bunch of, you know, collectibles in there because they can't come up with any better ideas.
Yes.
My plants are calling to me. I mustn't fail. Oh, what's this? A new decoration
Alright,
for my
leave now.
garden, perhaps? It'll make a nice change from all those gnomes Harley keeps sending me.
So 2 of those statue things to destroy should be in here. It says you got 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's weird, I don't see any other ones.
This one in the big room or something.
Oh, wait.
The one on the ship.
There was one in the secret room.
I did get one in the secret room.
Okay, well then there's... Is there one in this room you didn't get? It says 2 of them are in the first area. I thought you got 2 here.
2 here, 1 in the secret room,
And then 2 in the power room.
so then there's a second one in the power room.
Yeah, I didn't see an arrow. arrow didn't appear until we were over here.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And me.
And drowning. No.
Okay, so now all you need to do is fight the guy as King Shark.
My man, who wants a piece of me today?
Where are you, Aquaman?
Mira managed to convince her dad to join with us. I think that was the
Cell phone?
last straw for Orm.
Cast played by Dolph
Orm didn't
Lundgren.
seem to think too much of me winning our little popularity contest. It was time to teach him a lesson or two about being a king.
We.
Think you got what it takes to beat me? Better think again.
And the giant shark comes in. That should be every achievement that Song needs in this.
Seems
Damn.
that Orm still had a few friends. They weren't gonna make this easy.
Well, no, that wasn't the last
Orm
achievement
tried
because
calling
completing
for help,
this, we gotta beat
but it
this,
looked
and
like
then
his
it's the last
plans were
achievement.
about to be all washed up.
Thankfully, each of the 6 levels took us about half an hour each. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is totally a walkthrough of how to do the DLC of this game, all achievements, with help from true achievements and also game FAQs, game facts. Oh shit! You just took a selfie. No! Why?
Just like that, the tides turned on Orm.
I see what you did there.
Returned.
Is that Echo the Dolphin?
And I
Yes.
took my place
Is Echo the
as
Dolphin
king.
canonically a DC character? Alright, now that should be the final achievement, but since I can't update her true achievements, we'll just check here in a second. I think it should say that she has 1,300 in the game instead of 1,000. It's classified.
Knock up the walls.
Exit level. Wait for loading.
Vandal Savage, everybody.
Achievement 75 out of 75, 1,300 out of 1,300 gamer score. That is what it should be, including all the DLC.
This.
That's a great fucking sentence, right? Post K-Kun is online right now.
%, plus 4.
the Joker.
One Piece Odyssey, is that like Mario Odyssey, but with Monkey D. Luffy? Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Time to stream nothing.
Time to stream nothing. So yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock, and we finished this game, and we don't really have anything else, and we can't, we're not going to start anything else. Couldn't start Teenage Ninja Turtles even if we wanted to. So I say we just end it here. What do you say, Ratmus?
Yeah, that's fine.
Eat some burgers and watch another Critic.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, next Rockman and Ratmus stream will be 2 weeks from today, right, Ratmus?
Yes.
And it may be longer, or maybe once we finish Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe that'll be a short stream too. I don't know.
Thanks everyone that's been here.
Thanks everyone for watching either live or on the VOD, and yes, especially thanks to Ramimi for chatting and helping us understand things. And yeah, I will figure out later when I'm streaming next, and we did not drop any frames, so that's great. That's the end of the stream. Bye everyone. I mean, I don't think we're going to rate anyone. Song got all the achievements. Smoke is doing Wolfenstein 2, and that's about it. So yeah, no raid, the end. Everyone's happy. See you in 2 weeks, Ratmus. Bye.
Bye everyone.